The excuses that trap you. Do you constantly catch yourself making excuses or regularly trying to explain why you couldn't get things done? That's a habit that, if left unchecked, can damage you because you will never reach your destination if you always have excuses. An excuse is a statement that defends or explains an action, most often to avoid blame or take responsibility. It could be genuine, even valid, or simply an attempt to avoid effort, accountability, or discomfort. People offer excuses for many reasons, but most are rooted in fear. Whether it is the fear of making mistakes, of change, or of embarrassment, habitual excuse making prevents you from taking responsibility and improving because it eases distress in the short term but costs you far more in the long run. There are countless justifications people use to explain away faults or avoid responsibility, but today we will be focusing on my top 6. Some common justifications include I don't know how, I am not well educated, I have never done this before, I am unskilled, this is too hard, I have always been this way, no one cares what I have to say. But this year is about taking back your life and living on your own terms. Effort reflects interest, so ditch the excuses and prepare to function at your highest potential. The cocktail of excuses. I'll start later. The right time to chase your goals, dreams, and aspirations was yesterday, and the next best time to start is now. This line of thinking almost always leads to never starting at all. You do not need to feel completely ready, just begin. Let me ask you honestly, if not now, then when? I will start later feeds procrastination and weakens discipline, and you will eventually realize the perfect moment never really shows up. Chances are you are unsure where to begin, waiting to feel motivated, or finding the tasks overwhelming. Notice how this becomes a loss of momentum before you have even started, with new reasons to delay constantly presenting itself. The key is to start small. So small, it is impossible to skip. Begin with 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or 30 minutes. This eases pressure and breaks mental resistance. Do not focus on the whole task, only the first step, then the next, and you have already disrupted the pattern. I don't have enough money. Money, they say, makes the world go round, and it is an important resource for pursuing meaningful goals. A lack of it can limit your options, but I dare say your growth and progress does not have to stop because of the lack of it. Many successful people in our world today grew up poor, with limited opportunities, yet they turned obstacles into stepping stones for greatness. Consider the stories of Abraham Lincoln, Dolly Parton, J.K. Rowling, Billy Graham, and Viola Davis, trailblazers who refused to let poverty bury their dreams. Yes, it would be beautiful to be born a prince or princess or have a wealthy relative who could unlock doors and grant you executive access. But here we are, and since you do not have that, you must work and fight harder. Do not be discouraged. You can still drive change and transform people's lives. A powerful step here is research. Speak to a financial advisor, scour the internet, read books, volunteer, start small, take advantage of any free resources, or begin building your skills. Some of these paths take longer and will require planning, saving, delaying gratification, and trimming your lifestyle, but growth is still happening in the process. Stay open to alternatives, because your growth does not live where things feel easy. I don't have enough time. We all have the same 24 hours. How you choose to use yours will determine your growth. This excuse often signals that you are not spending time wisely and may need to reevaluate your daily routine. It can also indicate a lack of passion, drive, and focus. Your priorities may be misaligned, or you could be overcommitted and in need of an audit. I recommend reviewing your week, reorganizing your activities, and asking the hard questions. Am I spending too much time on my phone? Am I lingering too long on social media? Should I cut down on my weekly social engagements? Is my screen time excessive? If you need 3 hours a week to commit, you can break it into 30 minutes across 6 days, slowly building your dream. Over time, you will see results, because where there is a will, there is a way. Suddenly, you notice you're making progress. Little drops of water truly do make a mighty ocean. Investing a little time is far better than none, so carve out time for what you want to begin. You have the time. You simply need to make the time. What if I fail? Studies show that fear of failure is one of the most common reasons for excuses, especially in unfamiliar territory. You must accept that failure is a part of the growth process. Robert F. Kennedy said, "Only those who dare to fail greatly can ever achieve greatly." I also love James Joyce's words, "Mistakes are the portals of discovery." Examine your levels of confidence and knowledge, because they shape your thinking deeply. If you are not taking risks, you are not growing, and many failures are recoverable. You ask, "What if I fail?" And I ask you, what if you succeed? Do not jump in head first. Minimize the risk by starting small. Track your mistakes in a planner and hold yourself accountable. Make deliberate decisions for improvement, supported by clearly outlined strategies. When your goal is to learn, failure becomes a useful tool and teacher. Most successful people failed multiple times and kept going. Place a premium on yourself by believing in your abilities and reject fear and doubt. You do not have to be certain to start. Adjust your perspective to fit your vision. Persevere, resist the urge to give up, and grow into the person you wish to become. I am too young or too old. You sometimes must just take the leap. Starting early gives you an advantageous head start, and you reap the benefit from just starting. Being young does not rule you out. In fact, it gives you space to make mistakes and improve without serious consequences. Do not wait until you feel old enough. Go ahead and do the necessary research required. Develop new habits and skills. Become a voracious reader. Study finance, technology, and the arts. Find your interests and pursue them, because there's always room to grow. Use the moment to build discipline and consistency. Reject comfort and push for progress. Being young is not a barrier to starting or to pursuing your passions. It grants you the freedom to dream big and break new ground. It is never too late to start living the life that you want. With age comes wisdom drawn from experience and sharper judgment. So do not count yourself out too quickly, because it is never too late to reinvent yourself. You can launch that business, pivot to a new career, take that trip. Once your mind is set, be willing to learn, apply patience and stay consistent, remain open-minded, and take the shot. With determination, you can change your habits, skills, and behavior. Turn your excuses into action points. Remember that growth never sprouts from your comfort zone. What if it's not the right time? Excuses are nothing more than stumbling blocks, and here you are only avoiding the risk of starting. This behavior harms your growth, your career, and your reputation. Open your mind and take the shot. Think confidently about your abilities and accept that there will never be a perfect moment, so just start. There will never be a season of zero stress, zero challenges, and chef's kiss perfection in your life. The longer you procrastinate, the easier it becomes for your zeal to fade, and life will not pause for you. Someone else may have received the same idea and is already running with it, making mistakes, learning, and building their empire. Stop being trapped in flirting with the idea of success without acting. You pour all your energy into researching the process, but never into doing. Start from where you are, with baby steps if necessary. If you wait another 3 months or another year to start, what real difference will it make? Starting now is what makes it the right time. I'll leave you with this thought. The beginning is always today. Mary Shelley. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. I am glad you took the time to connect with us. Please like, subscribe, or drop a comment below. I hope to see you again real soon.